Shoutouts to Crayola for sponsoring this video. I wish. Hey guys, it is TheCurlySage and we are back with another video. So as you can see by the title and my choice of attire, we're going to be doing some DIY room decor, and I just put on some raggedy old clothes since we're going to be doing a DIY chalk wall, which obviously involves some paint. So for this DIY, you're only going to need around like 3 products. So of course you're going to need your chalk paint, and I got this from Walmart for around 19 something, so around 20 bucks. And this was the cheapest one there. It's like a Disney brand, but it was the cheapest one, and it's kind of handy because it's small. It's not like a regular size paint, and I won't be needing that much. So yeah, I of course got the cheapest one because I won't need a lot. Then we have our painting tape, of course, and then I got this from my local dollar store for $1.15. Like, are you crazy? That's so cheap. So they had other options, like they had the brush roll, then they have actual like the thing that you put the brush roll on, if that makes sense, and then the tray. So instead of having to buy all 3 separately, I can just get all together for $1.15. Can I get a savings? So I decided to make the chalk wall by my door, where I happen to have this decorative wallpaper, and it was honestly just a perfect spot for it. Taking our painter's tape, we're just going to outline a box, basically a square, to make sure the chalk paint doesn't get on the walls and stays nice and neat.
Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low.
The reason I keep leaning back like a weirdo is basically because I don't want the tape to go on crooked, because no one wants a crooked chalk wall in their room. So next I'm just basically following the instructions that are on the paint can. It says to wipe down the wall before you place any paint on it, just to make sure there's no dust or dirt or anything like that. Then I'm just going to take my dry towel and just dry off any moisture or water that's left on the wall. So now that the wall is all clean and prepped, I'm just going to very easily open my paintbrush and tray. And as you can see, this is very easy, no struggle at all. So now of course you're going to want to shake up the paint first, and this clip isn't actually sped up. I was honestly just this hyper. Now be careful, kids. This was not a good idea, but I'm just using scissors to just pry open the lid. I'm just going around the lid, as you can see, on each side until it lifts up. And please, if you're doing this, use a table, because please just use a table, because that right there can happen. So now that I've located my knowledge and intelligence, I'm at my computer desk, and I'm going to pour the paint in the deeper part of the tray, because that's where the brush is going to be sitting, and the flatter part is where you brush the brush on. That did not make any sense, but when do I ever? You will see what I'm talking about in the next clip. So here is the visual for you guys. I'm just dipping my brush in the deeper part and rolling it on the flatter part so I don't get too much paint on, as you can see. So we're just applying the paint up, applying the paint up, applying the paint up. Okay, just stop. But we're applying the paint. I'm doing 1 coat first, and then once this dries, we will do another. And we are finito. Well, at least with the first coat. I think I did a pretty good job. And I actually had like the perfect amount of paint, as you can see, like I used all of it. So now we basically have to wait 4 hours for this to dry. Whew, those 4 hours went by fast. But the first coat is obviously dry now, 4 hours has passed, and we are just applying the second and last coat. And we are finito once more. What language is finito? Is that Italian, or is that even a language? I don't know. So guys, as you can see, I just finished the second coat of the chalk wall, and on the can it says I have to wait a week until I can start like writing on it with chalk. So I'm gonna literally have to wait a week until I can like show you guys the finished product. So I'll be back in a week. Woo! That week went by fast. So it is dry, as you can see. This is a week later. It is completely dry, so we're just going to start taking off the paint, as you can see, and that is so satisfying to watch. So what had happened was the tape ripped off the paint on my wall. Like, are you for real? Really? Like, really? Bruh. I'm not sure how much times I've said this, but guys, I have extremely bad luck. If you did not know, just if you're new to my channel, my luck is very bad. So this is pretty much what we ended up with. I think the pink adds a bit of pizzazz, no? No? So I actually figured out a way to save this from looking like a disaster. This is a disaster. That's my Esteban impression, guys. But I just had some leftover wallpaper. Super lucky I had some left over, and I just measured basically the length of the chalk wall, and I just put the wallpaper on each side of the chalk wall to kind of make a border, and no one will ever know that there is ripped paint underneath. Guys, don't tell. This is our secret, okay? Please excuse my butt, but as you can see, I am applying the wallpaper on each side of the chalkboard, like I said, and I'm covering the disaster that has happened in my room. A potato flew around my room. No one will ever know, and I think it looks pretty good like this actually, and I've done like a billion thumbs up in this video, but this is the finished result, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I really hope it helped you. It was not hard at all. Like, I only needed basically 3 things to do this, and it was really easy other than the few mishaps I had, but you didn't see anything. I'm not editing those out because this is a real video and poop happens, okay? So thanks for watching, guys. As always, it is the Curly Sage signing out. Peace. Not that anyone comes in here unless it's my mom, just like opens the door and just looks in and then walks out. But that is the plan.